This is my current college football account and it is absolutely stacked. So today we're going to be starting from fresh to show you guys how to build up your college football 25 ultimate team account. Let's get into it.
Are you tired of coming against teams that are so much better than yours? If so, visit u4gm.com to buy cheap and reliable college football 25 coins, and the link is in the description. Make sure you use code JACK for 5% off.
So the very first thing that we are going to need to do is play through solo challenges, level up, get upgrades. Because right now, as you guys can see, we literally have nothing. We have no pre-order points, no coins, no training, literally nothing. The only thing that we're eventually going to get is welcome packs. So as you can see, we are moving around the menus. These are the settings that I'm using personally. If you guys want to copy them, obviously go through and do that. I did need to change one small thing to my small pass lead increase. Personally, I love using the pass leading in this game. But as you guys can see, the first thing we're gonna do, we're deciding to what solo challenge to do first. To be honest, I don't think solo challenges are even that good in this game, but I do think if you have plenty of time and you're not really great online and stuff like that, some of the things that you can do is play the Ultimate Alumni solos. You can get Malik Neighbors up to an 85. Make sure to play the playbooks. Some playbooks actually go for a lot, but to start off, we're just gonna go into the basic solos. And now we have completed the basic solos. You only get a 71 BND player. I kind of want to just get a few thousand coins, start to actually level up the account and everything. Now we're level 1, as you guys can see, 67 overall, few thousand coins, not too crazy. But by completing these solos, we finally did get our welcome pack. We have an Ultimate Alumni tip. So we are going to the store next to open our orientation pack. We're just kind of, starting everything from scratch. We got to literally do every possible thing to create a good account. And by the end of this video, you're going to see in 8 hours total, we are going to make a God Squad. So next thing you do, obviously open your daily recruit pack. Now, most time you're not going to really pull anything. At worst, you can always probably make your coins back, but it's always worth the risk. Out of a recruit pack before, I did pull Luther Burden, but that was obviously out of the big recruit bundles. I'm just going through the store now to see if there's anything specific I should open that I can, any sort of starter packs, but that was it. It was just the orientation pack. But as you guys can see, we are leveling up now to level 2. Not really going to get us too much. Another 1,000 coins though will help. And here is all of the welcome packs. I'm going to just, show you guys from the stories of the week. Now, these cards are not going to be honestly that great, but the big thing about these cards is all you have to do in this game is level up. Leveling up is also very easy, but how you level up is by using all of these different promo cards in your team. So as you guys are going to see throughout the entire video, we're going to get like multiple Ultimate Alumni players, multiple In Case You Missed It players, multiple Legend players, and multiple Story of the Week players. So having already one Story of the Week and one Ultimate Alumni off rip is definitely going to be helpful to get us the XP that we need to move along in this game. But as you can see, we're just going to our lineup, do best lineup, because at the end of the day, we do want to, play solo challenges as easy as possible. We have a few golds in there, 70 pluses. We also do have the Malik Neighbors, which you can upgrade from off rip to an 81 overall. I know now it is possible season 2 has already arrived, but same thing kind of applies to every season, every new promo. Next up, I'm going to go to season 1, and this is what I'm talking about. So it is very easy to level up in this game, especially early on. You can get to like level 20 very, very fast. I'm almost going to complete the pass in about 2 hours. I think if you really wanted to just go as fast as possible to get to level 51, I think it would take like 3.5 to 4 hours. But recently, you complete most of it in about 2, from what I saw. But I'm kind of seeing, what do I actually need to get? And this is something that you guys can, apply to yourself. We're going through all the milestones, seeing like, okay, so realistically, what do I get if I complete all these solos? Those solos are going to take way too long, not really give me great rewards. Now, the Ultimate Alumni I actually do recommend doing because you actually can get a lot of stuff. Not necessarily the packs are going to be as good, but I do think getting your Malik Neighbors up to an 85, that's automatically a decent card. I also do think if you guys have time, the In Case You Miss It solos are very good. The 80 plus In Case You Miss It cards, I know they're B&D, but the pack odds are actually pretty good. So we played through some Ultimate Alumni solos to start off because, like I said, we still don't have a team. But once we start leveling up, we're going to get better players and eventually be able to play online, which I also think is very good in this game. If you actually can win national championships, which is going to be very hard to start off, it gives you a lot of coins. But as you continue to play through, you continue to level up, there's also a lot of challenges that you can, do online. A lot of them you can do in solo battles, solo seasons, which obviously, if you guys want to do that, that's good for you. But as you guys can see this pick, I know that taking this IC1 my player is not going to be the greatest. He's not really going to play for our team, but the big reason I took him is because we need ICY my cards for our challenges. And currently they were pretty expensive. They were around 15 to 20,000 coins. So kind of saving 15 to 20,000 is going to be pretty good considering the other cards weren't that great. Now, I know if you guys have plenty of coins, you don't need to quick sell, all the strategy and stuff, but I do know eventually I will be quick selling all of them to, get as many coins as possible. Now, this is our first big pack, or so I thought. I thought it was going to be a big pack. Season 1 Rare B&D pack. There are some of them that are absolutely juiced. It's like the fantasy one. But from here, we didn't get any promo cards. I would have taken any promo cards over any of these cards. But 80 overalls are still going to fill out our team pretty well. So I decided to take offensive line and defensive line, as I think that's probably the most important. So next, we're going to go back into the Ultimate Alumni solos, try to get some more tokens possibly. To be honest, they are pretty quick, especially if you just do the offensive one. So we're going to go into Lamar Jackson, and I'll be right back. So we've completed the Ultimate Alumni solos. As you guys can see, we're already getting up to like about level 10. So we're gonna get a lot of XP right here, level 12 actually. We're gonna get some other stuff from the Ultimate Alumni solo challenges. But the main thing is that we're leveling up. Part of the reason the Ultimate Alumni challenges are actually very good is because when you get wins with Ultimate Alumni players, it actually counts, because when you play the solos, you're actually using the Ultimate Alumni cards in the game, especially if you already have one. That counts for objectives for like 2 times. So we have our first pick, and we're going with Will Howard. Basically, we're just gonna be playing offline for the next few games and stuff, the next few hours. So we figured, might as well get the best quarterback possible. I know we do have that 80 overall, but I wasn't a huge fan of him. And I do think we'll be able to get the other guys very soon. So, as we just level up, we're going to be able to upgrade our team and get those other players. I think Kobe Bryant and Deion Walker are also very good. Nick Singleton is probably the least important from my opinion. Running backs are pretty cheap in this game. Okay, so we took a look at the solo challenges and like the level up XP to see what we could do next. And what we decided is that I am going to go for Legends. So there is tons of XP in Legends, ICY all of them, but Legends are actually the cheapest cards we can get. So I figured we get as many Legends as we possibly can. We don't really have a huge budget. Our budget's like 13,000 coins right now. So we're gonna pick up 2 80 overalls, put them in the team for under 10,000 coins, and see how much XP we can really get. I talked about it earlier. We're gonna be quick selling basically everything we possibly can. None of this stuff is really gonna sell for anything. Half of them are tips, or you can't do anything else with them. You can't auction them. So another 14,000 coins is going to be huge for us, especially this early on, because we can continue to buy cards for our team to get more XP, because we're probably going to be going to some solo challenges, solo battles, solo seasons, all of that kind of stuff to actually get XP, because that's where you get the majority of your XP. And the promo we decided to go with next is Conference Stories, because they are the cheapest, and some of these 81 overalls could actually be pretty useful. We also did decide to pick up an Ultimate Alumni card. This card was actually pretty cheap too, at under 10,000 coins. It was definitely a good deal in my personal opinion to continue to level up the account. So next up, we're actually going into solo battles. I know solo seasons is maybe a little bit better technically, but I know I'm not going to be grinding it, so it doesn't really matter. I'd rather just choose the team, play on the lowest difficulty, and get into the games. So in the last game, obviously, took us some time, probably about 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, if you want to chew clock and make it really fast, you can, but I like to blow out my opponents, just try to put up as many yards and stats as we possibly can. So these are all the packs that we actually got from this. So we're already level 23. We leveled up literally 11 levels in just one game, which is absolutely fantastic. But I think this might be our first huge pull. I don't actually remember exactly if it is. And there we go. Lamar Jackson. See, 85 overall corner is going to be very useful. And of course, Lamar Jackson is very good. Unfortunately, we already have Will Howard, but it's so hard to just not take Lamar, especially when we're playing offline. Lamar is so fast. You can just run around with him and get easy rushing yards, get good passing yards. And it's too bad that we got the ICY my quarterback, because I would have actually taken him because of the objectives, like I said, but you can't start 2 quarterbacks. And we already have a backup with Lamar as our starter, and Stadium Pack doesn't really do much. All that stuff's basically getting quick sold or sold. Some of the stuff actually does go for a little bit, stadiums and jerseys. But of course, we're going to take the story of the week. We're going to put them in the lineup. The other guys aren't too impactful. And we did get a tip. Thank you for the tip, EA, because we really needed that. But we have 2 more Season 1 B&D Fantasy packs. And these packs are honestly the things that just absolutely just juice up your team. I'm not going to lie. They can be very, very good, as you guys saw with the Lamar pull. Some of them, not as good, like this one. But getting an 82 overall or 83 overall offensive lineman and a Patrick Peterson legend card is very beneficial to the team, because Obviously, cornerback is a very deep position. Also, another legend card for free. Another uncommon strategy item. These are underrated because it's basically one of our only sources of income right now, like actually getting tradable stuff, because all these packs are untradeable. And let's just say this one's about to be crazy. At least I think it is. If not, it's the next one. Well, sorry for spoiling, but it is the next one. But we're going to take the 84 overall, highest overall. I thought he was a little bit faster, I'm not going to lie. Neither of these guys are really going to play too much in our team, but the Ultimate Alumni is definitely going to help for the XP. So this is what our team is currently looking like. As you guys can see, a lot of Ultimate Alumni's stories of the week. Like, we are getting as many players as we can because the max amount of players for XP, I think you need 4 for Ultimate Alumni and for ICYMI. So that's very important to, you know, get into our squad as much as possible. What we decided to do is that the 80 overalls are basically the same as the 82s. So we figured this guy, CJ Taylor, can actually maybe play in our team a little bit, especially when we go into online. So getting him onto the team is going to be helpful. And we only have like 50,000 coins. So if we're going to buy anything, we might as well buy someone that was actually usable. And I know it's boring, but we are going back into solo battles, rookie difficulty, getting as many stats as possible. And we're back and we level up a ton again. So as you guys can see, so many packs. I do like to just kind of back out. So we also got another like 10,000 coins. We're level 36 now, which is absolutely huge. Like I said, only a few solo battles games. Once you get all those players in your lineup, you level up incredibly fast. 83 overall player fantasy pack. This card is actually auctionable. So definitely try to just take the most expensive card. And I think we actually did a pretty good job when we got these packs taking the most expensive cards. I didn't like sit there and compare price for 25 minutes. I kind of just said, okay, what's a pretty rare position? Defensive tackle is actually pretty rare, and I think we take him, and we're going to sell him later on, I think, because that is just some good coins right there. I think it was about 50,000 coins. We will see later. Team packs, these packs are also pretty good because these are the ones where you get a lot of auctionable stuff, and you can get green strategy items, which, like I said, that's like our main source of getting coins in this game right now. I know you usually don't really want to like quick sell them or anything, but they're pretty useless for me, and we need coins badly to get the rest of these ICYMIs and Ultimate Alumni in our team. But we have a BND Season 1 fantasy pack, and it's another dud, which is unfortunate. But I will not be complaining at all, because when you see the final pack that we get from the Season 1 BND fantasy pack, let's just say it's going to be special. But another 84 overall player. Obviously, we took Will Howard. The animation is really cool, but there's no really need to look at it. I think this time we can take Kobe Bryant. Yeah, cornerbacks are always super valuable, and especially at the end of Season 1, you get an XP token that, or you can actually upgrade those players to 89 overall. So getting one of those players to 89 to start our next account, because I do think I'm going to continue the series. At the end of every season, we're going to go back on this account and see how good we can actually get this account. We also did take this free safety. Free safeties are a very rare position. This is another auctionable card, and he actually sells for a lot. We are going to sell him ASAP because we do not need, you know, an 84 overall free safety in our account. 70,000 coins is much more valuable, and he will eventually sell for 69,000. So as we continue to open these packs, I'm thinking, man, I know like we got Lamar and I don't really want to complain, but you know, I feel like our luck hasn't been that crazy until now. 88 LTD Tyrann Mathieu. Literally the best card we possibly could have gotten. You saw free safeties are super expensive, so we got one of the best cards in the game in one of the best positions we possibly could have gotten. He's like 800k to a mil, so that was definitely huge. We're gonna go in and generate our best lineup now after getting all those B and Ds. And as you guys can see, the squad is looking very nice for only about like an hour and a half in, which is insane for the account. So as I mentioned before, we quick sold a bunch of our strategy items, and we're actually going to list up this 83 overall. I don't think I knew right away that he was auctionable, but you know, if we can get a good like 25,000 coins from an 83, that is very good and something that is valuable to our team. To be honest, looking back, I don't really recommend doing this because we could have just played more solo battle games, but there is a lot of XP in doing this. If you do Ultimate Alumni sets, I think if you do 4 of them, there's actually 2 separate things for doing up to 4. So you actually basically get double the XP. So we probably need to do that with ICYMI or Ultimate Alumni, and Ultimate Alumni was pretty much the same price as ICYMI, but I think some of the cards were a little bit cheaper. So we decided to do that. We're buying a bunch of the 82s. We're gonna go in and do sets pretty much one by one. We actually do have an 80 overall extra player. I think we're gonna put in Marshall Folk 80 overall, who we, to be honest, like don't really need right now. As you can see here, we add him in. We didn't need any more legends. We already had more than enough, especially with a Tyrann Mathieu pull. We had 4 legends, which is the max you can get. You get about 3,000 XP right there for doing the set once. But once you do it 4 times, you get about 12,000 from doing it every single time, which is not bad. I don't think it's anything too special, but you can sell back to 83. You lose about 5 to 10,000 coins, depending on how expensive the set was. So that's realistically about like 35,000. So yeah, we probably lose about 10,000, but not too bad because we are trying to max out the pass as soon as possible. And we are getting ready to play online. So we are playing the solo challenges for getting playbooks. I'm not going to show you too much. It's pretty boring, but we're going into our first online game. And we actually do get a win with 5 seconds left. These games are going to be sweaty, man. I underestimated how hard these games are going to be with this team because when you play against these dudes that just have the best teams, for some reason I'm playing against them, it is hard. They just run man coverage blitz against you, and it's tough. Especially, it's really tough to get stops because, I mean, I just don't have an all-around great team. I have a few studs on offense and defense, but it is tough. Another rare B&D fantasy pack. These guys have been paying out amazingly, and we get our tight end number 1 along with an amazing corner that is going to help us win games. 85 rated corner is very underrated. We also get a season 4 B&D pack, and we are going to choose Deon Walker. We needed some run help after playing that first game. Like I said, it was very tough. We have to do perfect clock management and hope that we can pray to get 1 stop. But we're going to continue to go into games, and we're going to try to actually win a Super Bowl. I'm not going to show you the gameplay too much yet, just because our team is still really bad. But let's get into game number 2. So this was the following day, and we decided that, we need some ICYMI players in our team. But instead of just, going ahead and buying the cheapest ones for 15K that aren't super usable, let's actually buy some players that we can use in our team and are actually very valuable assets. We got this Hunter Renfrow. We needed receivers bad, I told you. And these guys just run man press. Our receivers are just not getting open in time. So it's important to, get these receivers. Because right now, Lamar is literally running around like his head's cut off, away from the defensive edge, defensive pass rushers, all of them, bro. They're sending corners. They're sending literally everyone at us. And Lamar is doing everything in his power to continue to be a beast. And this one, we actually got a quick rage quit. 14-0 in the first quarter. As you guys can see, the team is definitely getting way better. We are finally, feeling ourselves. We're feeling good. We're having a good run in our seasons, and we're continuing to level up because when you actually do play online, you continue to get XP, level up, all that stuff. So we are now 2-0, 80 overall team. I decided it's time. I lost a game. I did lose a game, and let's just say I lost mainly because I fumbled with my running back twice. So yeah, it's time to get a new running back. Marshall Faulk will be there. He is also a legend, which is going to continue to give us the XP, as I say. So we're not really buying a lot of core players. He's going right into the running back 1 spot. This dude was horrible. I don't know what else to say. He was just bad. Him and the 81 overall Ultimate Alumni, they both played a little bit, and they were just not good enough, in my opinion. The 84 overall was just way too slow, so I was actually using the other guy, but then he was fumbling too much. So it was just a bad look. We're 3-1, though. And we actually won another game. We're getting our last 84 overall pack. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the left guard. I also do think this is auctionable. So it's like another 50,000 coins. So we're actually starting to build up a good team, get our coin stack up 70,000. Wow. I did not know he was like that, but I think we're just selling for around 60. Yeah. So another good 60,000 coins. These guys take a long time to sell, especially, later in the season, but 15,000 coins, starting to get a decent squad. We're actually getting close to level 50, as you guys can see. Harold Perkins, we are on our way to get you and the season 1 token. We're still not too much time in, but at this point, this is where we kind of start seeing like diminishing returns, if you guys know what that means. It's pretty much like we're playing online just to, kind of trying to have fun, play with the team, build a little bit of storyline, see if we can win a national championship with a God squad in only 8 hours. But after you get to the 2-hour mark, there's really nothing to do offline anymore. I can continue to play solo challenges, but at this point, I kind of want to start upgrading my team, see if I can win a national championship, because those packs get absolutely juiced sometimes. You can make a lot of coins. All right, so we are going into our first game that I'm going to show you the gameplay for. This is basically going to be the main gameplay. We get touchdown scored on us, no surprise. I have no defense in this game. We start throwing up some prayers, though. On offense, we're still cooking though. I don't really need super fast players. All I need to do is run 4 verts and have Lamar Jackson. And when I'm telling you, this guy is just absolutely incredible, he is. And yes, I'm going to be running a lot of 4 verts, as you guys can see, because my opponents just run man coverage. So I just like to clear everything out. I mean, this guy's just in cover 2 man. It's really not too difficult to stop. He scores a touchdown, but he's going to leave us way too much time. Lamar Jackson drops back, tons of stuff open. I'm going to roll out. This is one of my favorite combinations. When you play, he kind of breaks down, you roll out, and the corner route just standing there. He's just wide open every time. And this time, we actually have him again because it's just always open when they're in cover 3. Because the deep safety eventually will go over the top with the B route. Then we roll out. I'm not gonna lie, I actually lagged right there. That was not the video rendering. That was literally straight lag. I don't know why my internet was lagging, but on the goal line, we score. That is how we do it. Basically tie up the game. I think I might have actually missed the field goal. I'm not gonna lie. Can't say I was too locked in, but look at that. We get chased down by a linebacker there, but it doesn't matter because we throw a high ball to our new pickup Hunter Renfrow. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th and 2. This is what I do. Every 4th down, I run man blitz, basically no matter what, and just full send it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was probably gonna win this game anyway, but that was a complete bail. He had 2 timeouts left, complete bail. We get the 1st down, game over. We level up too. And I think that was our first game in the playoffs. So we actually, you get that team pack, of course, we're going to quick sell the strategy item, free 9,000 coins. We will take that any day of the week. We're now level 47 and we still have a pretty decent team at 80 overall. Next game. This game, I'm not going to lie. I think this was our 2nd game in the playoffs. We absolutely sold right there. I mean, we couldn't get a stop for our lives. And we made a bad play on the goal line. Realistically, if I kick a field goal there, I probably have a very good chance to win that game. But there was really nothing else to show you guys. It was basically just scoring back and forth. And we sold at the end of the game. You know, that's what happens though. You know, it was a complete user error. I'm not going to blame my team for that. Probably should have just ran in with Lamar, to be honest. It's always the best thing. But we did buy these Ultimate Alumni cards. We're going to do the Ultimate Alumni sets to keep getting XP because once you do like 1 or 2, you might as well just complete 4 of them. So as we get coins, we're going to keep completing them, selling stuff off. As you guys see, we level up again. We're level 48 now, which means we have every single 84 overall season 1 player. After this, obviously we're losing about 10,000 coins every time we do it. So we've probably lost like 40+ thousand coins from doing this. That's why I don't think it's necessarily worth doing these sets, to be honest. I would rather just, you know, maybe have to play an extra solo battle game, maybe get some extra stats, play online a little bit more. Like saving like those 40,000 coins at the start for probably another like 30 minutes to an hour is probably worth it, especially how fast you can get XP in this game. But we get our last 84 overall fantasy pack right here. And of course, there's only one man we need to pick, and that's Nick Singleton. But we actually have kind of a debate going on in my head. We're using Marshall Faulk. I like Marshall Faulk, but that extra 35,000 coins to someone broke like me is actually very helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put Nick Singleton in the lineup. We're going to sell off the 83 overall that we just got from the set, lose our 10,000 coins. It's fine. He'll sell. And then we're going to sell off Marshall Faulk, who will take a lot of time. I mean, there's obviously 56 up. I'm not gonna lie, I love college football ultimate team menus and the market. I'm sure you guys know, but I had to show you that stat line. 93% completion, 300 something yards, 4 touchdowns, and we win the game. That was cold. And then another game we win. We took away this guy's national championship, 35-22. Very good game. We kind of just clocked him in the second half, I think. We actually played pretty good defense in this game. Although the stats would say, you know, he was pretty good at completion percentage and everything, but we got 2 interceptions. Our cover 3 was actually cooking. We were running 3-3-5 tight. If you guys know, 3-3-5 Penny, Mike Evans, our main man. You know, you don't really need to do too much when you have just some decent receivers out there. And we finally reached level 49, which doesn't really get you much, but we are in the playoffs. We're 6-2. And I'm not going to lie. Another game where like, I just completely sold. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is disappointing. You guys are gonna see the scores 23-28. We actually were coming back in this game. In the first quarter, our first 2 possessions, I threw 2 pick sixes. So we lost on a field goal. I think I actually got a 2-point conversion in that situation, but we absolutely sold. Actually, no, I think I missed 2 2-point conversions. So we missed 2 2-point conversions, and we were down 14-0 off rip. It was like a really bad game. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually considering quitting the game early on, but I had to, you know, it was in our playoffs, and realistically, this is gonna be our last run because we are hitting like around the 8-hour mark. I do wish we could win it all. I think the next time we do this, we're 100% going to win a natty. Like 1,000,000%. I will literally do 24 hours if I have to win a natty, because it is disappointing, but at the same time, you know, you just have to do what you have to do. Team obviously wasn't the greatest. The reason actually we threw 2 picks off rip is because he was just running man blitz against us. And I was just forcing stuff deep instead of just taking the underneath stuff. Once we kind of figured out how to play offense, we actually got 2 stops too. So we had a chance and we blew it, unfortunately. That was probably the most devastating loss of the day. The other one where we threw pick on the goal line, honestly, that dude was probably even better than this guy. This guy, he had like Travis Hunter. He had like all the best corners in the game. I know it's an excuse, but when you're playing against someone and your fast players like 85 speed and they have like all like 88 speed corners, it's really tough. But, you know, this is pretty much the end of the video. So I hope you guys like and subscribe. I mean, it's not the complete end. We are leveling up though. I think we actually hit level 50. So we did get Harold Perkins, which in my opinion, I kind of wanted to just kind of go until we hit level 51. We weren't going to grind the levels too much once we had a team. That's why I played through 2 seasons, probably made a decent amount of coins. I mean, at least we like ranked up 2 seasons too. So I think the next run we actually go through, we'll actually be getting for 3 trophy packs instead of 1, which is pretty good. But we're going to play kind of 1.5 more solo battles games because we want to just get to level 51 at this point. I'm not going to play out a whole season, like I said, because we were approaching the 8-hour mark. I think we were slightly under 8 hours right here. 53 to nothing. You know, that game we were just absolutely dominating my opponent. I thought that in the solo battles, for some reason the sacks just didn't count. I don't know why. We had all the right players in the team and stuff too. Like we didn't change anything around. So we should have been level 51, but because we weren't, I went back in to another solo battle. But as you can see, stuff is selling. And look at that. Look at this run. Oh, I'm just so good against the CPU. No, I'm just kidding. But that's going to be 35 points. Doesn't really matter. We just needed more rushing yards. We need like 300 more. So that was going to get the job done. And if you guys did not actually know, if you guys are doing challenges and stuff and like you don't care about the win in solo battles, what you could do is you can actually quit the game. So as you guys can see right here, you know, this animation is so long, my boys got to celebrate in the UCLA unis against my South Carolina Gamecocks, unfortunately. But we're going to pause the game here. We're going to quit. And I'm going to show you the final lineup, show you exactly the team that we were able to build. And it's actually pretty lit. So we also got our season 1 token, which can be huge because we can actually upgrade one of the 84s to an 89 for the next run through. Like I said, let me know if you guys actually want me to like restart a complete new account every season. I thought it would be a cool thing to like literally play like 8 hours a season and see how good of an account we can get by the end of the year. Because like it'll kind of stack, but like it's also not really helping us out too much. Like by the time we play, like the 88 overalls, 87 overalls, they're not gonna be that helpful, but it's still like realistic, like because most of you guys, I assume, will probably be pretty high levels in the previous seasons. And it's not giving us too much of an advantage, but it's at least giving us like kind of a starting point so we don't have to start from literally scratch. We're still going to be probably doing the same solos, like level XP stuff. But yeah, that was the team. And now I'm probably just going to sell off all the cards. So we kind of have a baseline of like 100 to 200,000 coins. We really are not going to have that much because it is pretty hard to make coins in this game if you're not like winning national championships, playing champs, like stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. This did take me a while to edit, you know. Hopefully next time we're going to win a national championship, and I'm very excited for season 2. So yeah, let me know if you guys also are trying this. Let me know how good your account is. And peace out. Have a good one.